This is Nathan and welcome back to another video. Today, we're seeing what would happen if the Balkans went to war. Yeah. And I think I know what I'm going to start this with. No, I'm not to say. Just a quick thing. I'm including Romania and Hungary, just to make this video a little bit more exciting. So if I didn't, it would be quick. So the Balkans is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you recognise Kosovo, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, if you recognise that, 13. And then, of course, without Hungary, it's 12. Now, for this video only, I won't be including Turkey. Turkey would just be really unfair and change the whole war. So Turkey's not going to be in this. However, everybody else will. I kind of forgot what the strongest power was in the Balkans. It's Greece and Serbia and then Romania. So those are the big three. So you already know this wasn't that. Serbia declares war on Kosovo. And this activates a lot of people. Listen, there's no NATO. If this was NATO, this would be crazy. No nuclear power. I don't even know. The Balkans doesn't have nuclear power. Nobody that's allies with Kosovo is going to be getting involved. This is all just fake. And this is why the Balkans had another civil war. For the sick boy, for the 50th time, they've had another war, but okay. So, Serbia declares war on Kosovo, and this straight away makes Albania join in on the blue side. Same with... No, wait a minute. No, Greece doesn't do that. Romania joins in on the blue side, and it's something unfair for the Blues. I don't have to explain about these two. These two broke away from Serbia because they did not like Serbia. We're going to have North Macedonia on the red side, Bosnia on the red side, Hungary on the red side, because of Romania, Greece on the red side, Montenegro on the red side. I don't know much about Montenegro. And then, finally but not least, the wild card. I don't know much about Bulgaria, but I know Bulgaria's enemies with North Macedonia, so why would they be on the same side as them? So then, this is a pretty even match, I would say. Serbia has, of course, Hungary on their side and Greece, and then, of course, Kosovo's got Romania and Bulgaria on their side. Don't know about the others. Anyway, let's begin. Wait a minute. Okay. Straight away, Serbia makes advances into Kosovo, trying to... Whoa, too big. Serbia sends in military to take out Kosovo as quickly as possible. And I was thinking about putting Albania on the blue side, but the red side, but would not really make sense. Serbia does some good progress, and until eventually Pristania, please correct me. Pristania is in sight. I don't know where it is. Kosovo, Albania sends their military up into Kosovo to hold them off. But also, Greece, on the other hand, has sent troops into Albania to try and capture Tirana. Yes, I know a lot of capitals. The Greeks are moving through Albania. I'm pretty sure the Balkans have mountains, so I don't know how this would work. And they're making it through until eventually Albanians come down here and make it an even match. There's a little bit of a movement here, but eventually that stops. Greece is the strongest country in the Balkans, not including Turkey. Turkey's 11th, so like if Turkey was on one of the sides, I'm pretty sure that side would be rolled over. The blue team, on the other hand, is getting ready for an invasion. Bulgaria is ready to invade North Macedonia, because if they cut off Greece from the red team, then that would be a humongous play, as they want to knock Greece out of this war as fast as possible. And yes, Athens is down here, so I know where it is. Bulgaria sends troops in to try... okay, what was I trying to say? Bulgaria sends troops in right away. They move through North Macedonia like with not even a single issue, because North Macedonia is absolutely just terrible with army. I don't know why they bothered to join in on the red team. North Macedonia is trying their best to stop Bulgaria, but Bulgaria's power is too much. Bulgaria manages to cut North Macedonia off from Serbia, and eventually Greece takes notice of this and sends troops up there, which stops the Bulgarians from moving any closer to Skopje. Although I don't know why Greece is doing that. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Croatia and Slovenia's power is just... I mean, do I really have to say anything about Bosnia? Like, if like they're just corrupted. I'm sorry, but this country is just so corrupted. Croatia and Slovenia's power against Bosnia is kind of just too much for Bosnia, and Bosnia breaks out into a civil war. Bosnia breaks out into a civil war against you know who, the Republic of Srpska, however you say that. I don't know what the borders look like, but I know they look something like that. Look, if Bosnia went to war, this would happen, because the Republic of Srpska wants to break apart from them so much. The rebellions are moving through Bosnia, but Serbia, and Montenegro and Serbia are quick to react to this and send troops in to stop it. It goes well because these are like just random people off like the streets just fighting at this rate. It's going well, but like at this rate, even with all the troops that Serbia is sending in, Croatia's rolling through right now. Croatia's just kind of figuring this around. They cut off all the coast and try to cut off Bosnia from Montenegro, and at this rate, Serbia, Montenegro, and Hungary are like, what's the point of even helping Bosnia? They're just gonna fall apart. Yeah, it may be a part of their team, but like, is there any point of trying to save Bosnia? Hungary, on the other hand, no, wait a minute, let's keep going. Romania is definitely going to be the best part of the blue team, as they send troops in Hungary, which is one of the strongest. I don't actually know how strong Hungary is. So Hungary is now scared for their life, because Romania is kind of too good at this rate. On the other hand, we see the Greeks in North Macedonia start to push the Bulgarians back, as Bulgaria is now starting to focus their military on retreating out of North Macedonia, and they are now focused on eliminating, or they're gonna try to eliminate Greece out of this war. Whoops. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Kosovo, like, at this rate, the Serbians and Greeks, like, Albanians sent, the Albanians at this rate are just retreating from Kosovo, which leads to the collapse of Kosovo, which means Kosovo is the first country to fall in this war. And now Albania is kind of pooping their pants a little bit, because they realise now they are surrounded by Red Team. Kosovo is eliminated from the war, and they are just kind of stood there like, guys? So Albania goes on defence on all areas, all of their borders, Greece, Macedonia, Serbia, and Montenegro. They go on defence. Until eventually Bulgaria will arrive soon. Meanwhile, here it's not looking good for Hungary, as the Romanians are kind of like... The Romanians are just laughing at Hungary at this rate, as Hungary thought they were going to be able to fight Romania, but they're not. I don't know the military rankings, but all I know is that Romania is stronger than Hungary, I think. Yeah, they're like 30 or something. So eventually, Hungary is actually able to fight back, and this surprises Romania, as they thought that Hungary would just be able to collapse easily. But of course not, because Hungary has just managed to mobilise their entire army, and now the Romanians are going to push back. This is karma for laughing at Hungary. The Hungarians managed to move around a little bit until eventually it's defensive now. But what the Red Team wasn't noticing was Bulgaria's secret plan of invading. Bulgaria's army is set. They send about 325,000 troops in, as they were buying military stuff. They managed to cut this part of Greece off, and there's really nobody there, so this part just falls like nothing. Greece was not expecting this, and they asked Serbia why when they warned. Nobody on the Red Team knew this was going to happen. This was a surprise attack. Not even the Red Team knew. Not even the Blue Team knew this was going to happen. Greece's panhandle is cut off from the rest of Greece, and this is sooner or later to fall to Bulgaria, which Greece is quick to react to. in this war, if the red team loses Greece, it's all over. Like, if they lose Greece, it's all over. They can't fight back. But before the Greeks put up the fence there, and this is kind of where Albania's defence is come to an end, as they have lost so much now that all of sides are kind of pushing in from all of them, like they're all flooding in. Albania lost their final. Albania lost some of their final few thousand soldiers. This is where Albania slowly starts to fall apart. With the strength of Serbia and Montenegro, Macedonia and Greece combined, it's able to capture Tirana, wherever it is. Sorry, I don't know where it is. They're able to capture Tirana, and Albania puts up a fight, but at this rate, they're kind of corrupted. People are saying that war's useless and all that. So eventually they get overthrown, and that's it. Albania's done. With Albania out of the war, that only leaves the 4 strongest ones left. What's happening in... But you know what? I don't even want to show you the pain of Bosnia. I feel like Bosnia should just not have the pain of suffering anymore. They suffered enough through the Balkan, through the Yugoslavian wars and everything. But, okay. The war's passed, and eventually Bosnia is split into 2. And with this, what shocks the blue team... Ooh, that's not good. I accidentally... Oh, God. What the blue team does... What this part of the team does is they decided that they don't want to join... Now, this is... They don't want to join Serbia. They decide to join the blue team. Which is a humongous blow to the red team, which is now probably the best area. Bosnia has fallen to the... Well, that is now fully Bosnia to the blue team. As now Greece is now sadly focused on Bulgaria, and at this rate, Serbia, Montenegro and Hungary put up defences against all of the country, against Croatia and kind of Slovenia. At this rate, Bulgaria is now scared because Greece is trying to overwhelm them and they would not plan for this. Greece is able to push back Bulgaria like nothing. Greece is just kind of Greece is just staring at Bulgaria's troops, and at this rate, Bulgaria's troops are just kind of doing random stuff. At this rate, Romania is like Bulgaria. At this rate, Romania is just looking at. At this rate, Romania is looking at Bulgaria and saying, Bulgaria, your troops are arse. They are legit just running around all over the place. And Bulgaria doesn't really care about that. And they are kicked out of, they're fully kicked out of, Greece. And at this rate, all 3 sides kind of start to... Okay. At this rate, there is now a plan put in place, which is Plan Sofia. Knocking Bulgaria out of this war will solo Romania. And then, at that rate, the only front line they'll have to focus on is is taking out Bosnia, Croatia and Slovenia. Bulgaria is a strong country, so they're going to need everything they have. Of course, they put up defences against Bosnia and Croatia and Romania. And speaking of that, the Romanians are starting to get more strength back as Hungary is starting to fall. And this is really bad for the red team, as this move right here, like 100,000 Romanians just fly across the border, knocking Hungary away from the red team. And sadly, this is where Hungary kind of meets their demise. They got too greedy. They got too hungry and they got too greedy. That was probably the worst joke I've ever made. At this rate, Slovenia and Croatia are quick to connect up with Romania, and the red team is screaming now because they are starting to lose Hungary. Hungary does not surrender as Bucharest. Is it Budapest? Okay, I really need to know. Is it? I think it's Budapest. Yeah, it is Budapest. Budapest is now the main defense, and in the next few weeks of the Hungary invasion, we'll get to the next stuff. Hungary is starting to fall. They managed to put up defences against the blue team, but it doesn't really work. The red team decides that they have to eliminate Bulgaria from the war, as if they don't, it will end in tragedy. I think that's the word. So, Bulgaria's troops are now exhausted and they're kind of just like, why are we still fighting this war? So, yeah. In the first, next 2 months, a humongous part of Bulgaria is taken. I'm not going to go through it because it's not going to be fun to watch. About this much Bulgaria has been taken, and this rate, Romania is just ignoring Bulgaria. As Bulgaria is begging for help, but at this rate, Romania is just kind of giving them side eye, and they're like, why the hell do you want to help? Deal with it yourself. I know Romania wouldn't do that to Bulgaria, but this is the war. Romania is, the amount of help that Bulgaria is asking for, Romania is saying that they should have been out, they sent so many troops down, and they need to focus on taking out Hungary. If they don't take out Hungary, they will lose this war. So, after that, Bulgaria is kind of Bulgaria is why am I still fighting in this war? And surrenders. And Romania should have zipped their mouth and helped Bulgaria, because now that is going to lead to probably the worst consequences ever. All the troops from Bulgaria are now going to be heading all the way to Romania and Bosnia. And straight away, right as they think that they're going to take out Hungary, who pops up? Serbia comes into play. As Serbia pops out of nowhere and connects back up to Hungary. You know why that's bad? That splits off Romania from the entire blue team. And now Romania is taking back all the words they said, as they decide they have to withdraw every troop from Hungary. And Croatia and Slovenia are kind of you've got to be kidding me. And at this rate, Romania decided to do the smart decision, go on offensive, but is it going to help them? I mean, there's too many troops to fight back now, as eventually Slovenia and Croatia have to withdraw their troops from Hungary. And I'm just gonna say it. In the next 5 months, in the next 2 months, Serbia and all the other red teams have taken back Bosnia, regained them into the war, which basically sets the blue team back to like square one. And you can imagine how raged the rebellions are right now. All the strength of the red team combined. I'm sorry if I'm muddling up my words. This is my first ever mapping video. But with strength of mind, they split Croatia into half. Wherever the grab is, I have no idea. They split Croatia into half and just start they kind of start playing. They're not even invading at this rate. They're kind of just running around having fun, just taking anything. They're shooting they're still doing what they are, but they're kind of like making jokes about this war, like how Bulgaria did so bad and all that. And that's just so you know, when Croatia and Slovenia are really they're really angry at Romania. Because Romania decided to not help Bulgaria, which ended up in them surrendering, which lead to the end of this war. I think Israel has been captured, so in the next few weeks, Croatia loses their half bay and decides to surrender. Slovenia does a good option, and instead of keep fighting, they make peace. They surrender, but not surrender like that. They make peace, ready for the peace treaty. And at this rate, Romania decides that they are going to draw for peace. So, that's the end of the war. The red team won, and I think that was expected, because they had Hungary, Greece, and Serbia. What did the blue team have? Bulgaria, Romania, and Croatia. It wasn't going to do anything. Anyway, let's see this peace treaty. So, the peace treaty started, and that took a while. Anyway, let's see what the peace treaty was like. First, look at Albania. This is probably the country that took the most damage. Greece takes basically the entire bottom bit. North Macedonia takes a little bit. Montenegro took a little bit. Not really a change of Montenegro. Serbia took a little bit. Albania's got the same government, but at this rate, Albania might as well join one of these countries, because their country's they're so corrupt, they're so small. At this point, they don't even why would they even exist? Something you probably realise is the only annexation in this war. Kosovo's been annexed. Yeah, Kosovo got annexed. Next up, Bulgaria. Bulgaria's had land taken out of them from basically all sides, except from one. Serbia took a little bit, I think North Macedonia took the most, and Greece decided to take a little bit, making their panel look even worse. Actually, I don't know, that looks better. Also, I don't think Bulgaria looks like a ball anymore. I think they look like a deformed ball. They try to look like a ball. Looking at Romania, they've had to pay massive war repetitions, and also Hungary took a big part of them. Croatia's kind of been, Croatia was damaged. Croatia had the entire, basically coast taken by Bosnia. Hungary took a little bit, and Serbia decided to take a little bit. And Croatia's got a new government, they have to pay war repetitions. And same with Slovenia. No government, they have the same government, they have to pay, massive war repetitions. Anyway, that's it for the video. This is the first map video ever I've done. Please say you guys enjoyed it. This took such a long time to prepare. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!